Hey, my name is Mohan, I'm the CMO of Nairon.
My name is Luca, and I'm the CEO of Nairon.
Luca, in these AI model series, we're going to be going through some of the most popular AI models on the market right now, starting with GPT from OpenAI.
All right, so let's start with the one that we're most familiar with, which is ChatGPT. We've probably heard some of the names behind them, like Sam Altman, Greg Buckman. They're essentially the co-founders and currently still at OpenAI, and they're spearheading a lot of the development in OpenAI. What's really important to note is that they actually started off as a non-profit back in 2015, and over the last couple of years have actually transitioned into a for-profit business that's mainly backed by Microsoft. But let's look at the actual timeline. So if we go back to 2018, they actually started building the GPT-1 off of the new transformer architecture, not knowing that it would be what it is today. But it essentially took still 2 more years to get it to a level where GPT-3 was able to start seeing some of the early seeds of what's possible with ChatGPT. ChatGPT then came out in November 2022 with GPT 3.5, and within a week, 100 million users have started using ChatGPT. Couple months later, early 2023, GPT-4 comes out, which is now the first model that can actually do work sustainably. And then very quickly, not even a year later, we're at GPT 4.0, which is the first reasoning model that can actually do multimodal functionalities, like how we spoke about in earlier videos, text, image, voice, all in one area. And then within a year's time, we're at GPT 5.5, and this is when that earlier architecture that we spoke about is now becoming a one unified system where ChatGPT is being used for everything. Previously, OpenAI had Sora and DALL-E, other multimodal models, which then they consolidated everything into GPT-5. Right now, we're at GPT 5.5, and I think a couple of days ago, GPT 5.6 came out. Still not readily available for everybody. However, they're making significant strides towards making AI a lot more cheaper, not really more intelligent. So that could kind of be a little bit of a clue of where these models are going in the coming years.
Cool, and as we both know, the frontier models have gone so good at doing almost everything in 2026. Let's dive into what ChatGPT really shines at with respect to other LLMs available in the market right now.
For sure, so you just said it. For the average user, they typically won't see the difference between using Gemini, Claude, or ChatGPT, mainly because the general intelligence part is substantially strong enough that it can just cater to the average user. However, where GPT, for example, is really shining is in the agentic work. So anything that you need, multi-step processes, we've spoken about what agents can do, all that works really well on the GPT 5.5 models. So if you're running an agent, you'll probably get the best results running GPT 5.5. However, there are other cases, like for example, coding, where if you use Codex, there's a specific model built for software development. It is an extremely strong model, probably goes neck and neck with Claude, which we'll discuss in a later video. If you're using any multimodal, but for regular use multimodal, so not like professional, photography or anything like that, really strong on image generation, video generation. And then generally, they have a very strong ecosystem. The ChatGPT platform is extremely popular, and they have a bunch of connectors and a bunch of MCPs that integrate very well with them. And generally, they're very fast with shipping the latest sort of frontier features. So if it's very important for you to sort of be on the edge and to sort of see what these models are capable, being on a GPT model gives you that benefit.
Okay, and as we mentioned, OpenAI has already started rolling out GPT 5.6. It's not widely available to the public right now, but we're yet to see how capable that model is compared to its predecessor. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe. You can also subscribe to our newsletter, links down in the description below. You can connect with us on LinkedIn. We're very active on a day-to-day basis. And until next time, we'll see you in the next video.